Another lesson that I have been working on this week and that I am, wanting to remind you guys of, I know we've talked about this before, but going into 2026, I want you to remember this. Any business can be successful if your cost per acquisition is less than your lifetime value. So what I mean by that is every business on the planet has a cost to acquire a new customer. This is a certain amount of financial dollars that you have to spend to get a new customer. 99.9% of businesses have no idea how much it costs them to get a new business, a new customer. They have no clue how much they spend to acquire a new customer. They've got no idea. Most businesses also do not know how much they earn on lifetime value. I like to do it over the course of 12 months, how much they earn over the course of 12 months from each individual customer. They don't know these stats. But any business can be successful if the amount of money that you spend getting a new customer is less than what you earn over the lifetime value of that customer. And what I want you to do when looking at your ads and looking at your situation with your business is I want you to rate your CPA versus lifetime value off of your 30-day collected cash. And the reason that I want you to look at your 30-day collected cash is because anybody in this room can get a zero interest credit card that you pay back every month. And so the money that you spend in ads on this credit card, you can pay it back every single month. And so you're not even drawing from the cash flow of the business to run ads. You're using a zero interest credit card. You're getting people in, you're upselling them to your bigger offer. You're having them ascend. And then you take that cash, you put it right back on that card and you go and you spend more ads. That's why I use everything on a 30-day cash collected, because a lot of folks get people to sign up for things and they have to pay later or they have a payment plan. I want you to really focus on that 30-day cash collected. What did you collect over that, over that 30 days? So a lot of the projects that I have launched, I have had a get signed up for this and you're going to spend this a month. And the initial entry, let's say that it's a membership, okay, out of range. You spend $100, we call it initiation fee. It's very popular in the industry. $100 initiation fee, and it's $30 a month after that. What ranges don't realize is that $100 should be used for one thing, which is to pay the acquisition cost of the customer. It should pay the ad bill for that customer. So you can spend $100 in advertising to acquire a customer that pays you $30. That's how you win, because your cost per acquisition is greater than your lifetime value, because they're going to be a member for a certain amount of time, 6, 8 months, whatever the case may be. But you're able to collect that $100 initiation fee, which means your cash collected is actually $130, right? So that is how we can scale using ads. And so when you are looking at your cost per acquisition on your Facebook ad campaign, there's one number that you look at religiously, that we all look at. This is in our ad account. We all look at this number. We all look at, let me pull up my account here, grab it here. And let me just go, yeah, this month is fine. Okay, so to circle this, we can see that here's an ad I've got for Shooting Ranges. My offer summed up in one sentence is, buy this book, this marketing book, you're going to get 2 online courses for free. And I'm using Flex ads and it's 4 Shooting Ranges. And I've had 3 sales on that book. Each sale cost me $57.28. Well, I only earned $25 on each sale. But I know that I can spend up to $200 per book sale because of my 30-day cash collected. And so I don't want you guys to look like Richard's got new ads and he's running ads. And right now, Richard, let me pull up your ads too. Richard, your Armatis Paratus. So let's look at his ads. We're going to go to, I haven't set it up in my preset, but we should be able to just get it. Do you still have ads running, buddy? There we go. So he's selling a $75 class and his cost per result is $54.42. He's had 11 signups. And this is his offer is sign up for this new shooter accelerator and bring a friend for free. Very popular. A lot of us are winning with that. So he's spending $54 per acquisition, which means every person that signs up costs him $54 in marketing. That is high, but it's not breaking the bank high because just for that class alone, he's taking in $75 at the point of registration for that class. So right off the bat, his cash collected is over his acquisition cost right off the bat, his 30-day cash collection. But his objective is spend $75 and bring a friend for free. So now at his class, he's got 2 people in front of him that he can ascend to a higher amount. He's got 2 people in front of him that he can ascend. So he has paid the acquisition bill for 11 people that are then going to ascend. His 30-day cash collected is going to be much higher when he does his pitch at the end of the class. Now, his pitch in the beginning is not going to be great. I think he had 0 in his first class, but in this class tomorrow, we expect to have, a nice 30%. But it may take a few pitches and a few iterations and a few challenges to get there. I think what you had, it was crazy wind last time and you couldn't even pitch, right? The weather picked up.
Yeah, we had unexpected wind. It just got crazy, man. Stuff was flying everywhere. And I'm like, man, I'm trying to get everybody's attention, and they're holding on to stuff. And I'm like, great.
Yeah.
So I had about maybe, if at most half of their attention, maybe, but everyone else was it was nuts, man. It wasn't an ideal spot, but it's a learning process.
Well, you'll get, this week there probably won't be wind like that, and you're going to be better and better at your pitch. And a perfect example of that, I know we talk about this a lot, but it's Shawnee. Shawnee, when we first met a year ago, she didn't want to do calls, she didn't want to be on the phone, she didn't want to pitch people, and now she's like, boss pitcher. I got to be careful how I say that. She's just like, she has got this down to a process. And so, couple of things. Tell them over. Keep that campaign going. The question is, what must they believe in order to trade cash for your services? What must they believe? That's your campaign, and you need to put that into a 1-sentence offer that you can repeat over and over and over, whether it be in person or whether it be, written on messaging. Outline your offer in 1 sentence. All of the things that we do on our ads need to be call out who we're talking to, our value, and then our call to action, what we ask them to do. And then when looking at the success of your ads, your success formula is cost per acquisition, the amount of marketing dollars that you spend to acquire a new customer, and your 30-day cash collected. And then, of course, you can also say, what did I get from the customer over the course of 12 months, which ranges with your memberships and things like that. You are much more important to look at that 12-month window. And if you don't know your retention rate, right? If you don't know how long people stay with your business on average, the answer I usually hear is, well, a lot of people, cancel right away, but the people who don't, they're going to stay forever. We want an exact number, right? So we need to know, do people on average stay 8 months? And that includes the people that have been members for 9 years, right? But if we take that into an average, what is the average that people spend? Because that is something that we can do our projections on as well. And we can understand how much we can spend on customer acquisition because we have that monthly number.